Hi, I'm NancyJay with the Celebrity Spotlight on The Host, sci-fi action-adventure from Twilight author Stephenie Meyer. This is a woman who knows how to put a spin on the classic love triangle. In this case, no werewolves, no vampires, just hot cars and a very hot cast. You're working with one of the world's best-known women, authors, people. How is she to work with on The Host? So you had this book.
Right. No, the interesting thing, after being working just for a few days, I said to Stephenie, thank goodness you're normal. Because when you've had as much success as Stephenie has, it would be really easy not to be normal. And so it was just a joy to work with her.
Now, did you have as much to do with The Host as you, did you have more to do with The Host than possibly the Twilight movies?
Much more, actually.
Okay.
I got to be right in it from the very beginning, even to when we were looking for directors back in the very early stage, and Nick, the producer, said, "What is your favorite science fiction movie?" Gattaca, like that. And he's like, "Oh, well, Andrew's really great. Maybe we should see if he'll do it." He's not going to do it, the pipe dream, but look at this. It worked out.
And you certainly know how to put a new spin on a love triangle. I mean, it's not a triangle. It's
not
I know
anymore.
we're talking a box, a square, love square. It's crazy. Stephenie, where did you come up with this idea?
This one was just the product of a really bored mind on a road trip, and I like to tell myself stories, and this one just kind of happened, which was nice. It's always exciting to sort of be in the middle of an idea and think, this actually has a lot of potential. I can go someplace with this. It's a good place to be.
My name is Jared Howe. I haven't spoken to another human being in 2 years.
Melanie, Strider. This is the beginning of a love story. And that might not seem like a big deal, except for one thing. This is the future, and humanity is all but extinct. We have been invaded by another species who erase our minds to take our bodies. But there are a few of us left who still fight back. I'll lead them away.
Melanie, no!
Come with us. Like hell!
Barely a bone not broken or organ ruptured.
This one wants to live.
Human bodies take a lot of getting used to. They're not like the others we have inhabited. Their emotions are powerful. If her will has survived along with her memories, she may resist from within.
The thing about these aliens, their intentions are good. They want to improve our planet. We lose currency, war stops, this kind of thing. However, they do commit one giant global act of genocide before they get to that.
Peacefully.
Peacefully.
Yeah,
Which is
see, that's
oxymoronic.
it. Well, they don't seem so bad in the beginning.
Right, but the cost is, yes, they perfected the Earth, but the cost is they've wiped us out as we know it. Once they are inserted into our bodies, our souls, who we are is erased, except for a few who are very strong, and that's Saoirse Ronan's character, Melanie, who remains alive inside the head of this alien's new body, and that's her struggle.
And then our characters, we refuse to be taken, and so we are no longer at the top of the food chain and are forced to hide out in caves and arm ourselves to the teeth.
This is a truly twisted triangle, isn't it, here? Square.
It is a love square. That's what we're calling it, yeah. It got pretty complicated on set, pretty messy with all these different characters being in love with each other. But it was great. It makes the story more interesting that there's this toing and froing between all these different characters, and also just the internal struggle between Melanie and Wanda, that carries on really through the whole film until one of them makes the decision to back down.
And of course, it also then makes me think about when you love someone, what are you really loving? Is it the inside? Is it the outside?
Yeah.
Which was kind of fun to have the two guys love each part of you differently.
Yeah, exactly. Ian is very much, not that Jared isn't, but Ian is very much in love with her soul. and her spirit. And when he finds out that it isn't her body, well, obviously it's not her body, but when he finds out that Melanie is still alive in there, he accepts it. He completely accepts it, and that's what's really lovely about Ian.
Well, and I mean, no one can do love triangles, squares, whatever, than Stephanie Meyer.
I know. She's the master. She's great at it.
It's cool that you're in her movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like progressed on to not a love triangle now, but a love square.
I like
So
that.
next is like a hexagon or something.
Be sure to look for The Host in your real-time theater.